Hey guys, it's Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching. Wanted to go over the specifics. There's a little bit of confusion on the entry, or one of the entries using the 15 tick against the 50-cent footprint. So I'm going to go make the adjustment on that right now and explain what that is. So see here how you have a, just before 9 a.m., you have this down bar. So here, this is where I'm pointing. This orange bar right here. Okay, I'm going to put let me erase everything. Pull this other bar in. Okay, so the entry goes like this. You see the down bar with the orange dot on it, or more than one orange dot. You put a line across it. You put a line on the bottom of it so you know where the end is, and you are looking, your entry is the first bar with a pointed control above. So I'm going to make this big so you can see it. Okay, so this bar forms over here, right? So we're looking off to the left. Excuse me, why did that? I see there's two entries here. Well, here, let's go do the first and the second. So here, the first entry's here. We'll draw it out. Entry, bar, bar. So I am looking over here to the left, and so I know where it is, and now I'm looking for the first bar with a pointed control above. That's this bar right here. That is your entry. So your entry at the close of this bar, which is 15.99.50. Your stop is 15.988. So that's approximately 12 points. Let's just round and assume a 12-point trade. And the maximum favorable excursion you would have got on this would have been from 99 to 15, giving you just under a 1-to-1 RR. And then that was right at the open. It then comes back, right? And you get a second opportunity at it. You'll notice it's pretty much in the same place. So your entry of the second time is this bar right here. Doesn't have any pink, just has to have the pointed control above. Here, let me go fix that really quick so we can see it easily. Settings, subgraphs. There we go. So once you have the pointed control above, which is the yellow line, your stop goes again at 87. It's the exact same entry, only this one pushes out for quite a bit of distance. And then as you see, as we come back, you will have a down bar right over here. So you do the same thing again. It's this plus this, which means your entry is this pink bar right here. And obviously you extended to quite a nice profit there. And as you're coming over, coming back over to the right, your next entry, you'll notice I'm just going along as they're printing off, right? This plus this. And so your entry here is pointed control above. Your stop is at 07. Your entry would have been 17. And so if you want an easier trade, the other way to do that is to use the 50 cent itself, but you can see your entry is usually going to be higher. Like in this case, instead of being at 17, it would have been at 23, which is another 5 points or another $100 a contract. Makes a big difference. And you can see they both worked very nicely. You just had to have the stop in the correct place, right? So if you just use the footprint chart, your entry is 23 against 07. It's still not a horrible trade stop. It's about 15, 16 points, but works just as effectively. And again, when you're right over here, see this? Draw a line along the top of this. So your entry, I would say, I don't want it just an inch above, so I'd say this is my entry. My stop would go at the bottom of this, just like that. Or on that same trade, I could use the footprint, the 15 tick chart, and then my entry on this trade would be Ah, there it is. It's this pink bar. So here you can see the difference. On this chart, your entry would be this right here, which would have been 53.50 versus a 48. Again, about a 5-point difference in the chart. And it works very nicely. Yes, it does. The inverse of that process works to the short side. It would look like this, right? So on the, if you're just dealing with one chart, that's your, actually the entry looks identical here. Your entry would have been here. Your stop would be here. And at 88.50. So your entry would have been roughly 74 against 88, so 14 points on that particular short. But the trade is it's a very good trade, and it sets up repeatedly, and you can make good money with it. So that's the trade review for today. So I hope that made sense, guys. I'll see everyone in the morning.